Well, whether you're a seasoned investor or you're just starting out, it is easy to wonder sometimes, am I making all the right money moves? That's why giving yourself a second opinion on your finances can be a game changer. But the question is, how do you do that, and how can it help you actually keep more money in your pocket? Here to talk about that is money and business expert Derrick Kinney joining us once again. Hey, Derrick.
Jason, great to see you.
Good to see you too, Derrick. I think this is a really good topic here because we all second guess ourselves. Even seasoned people like you, I'm sure, from time to time wonder, is this the right move? So you say that the first step in giving yourself this second opinion is to check your risk. What would you like to tell people about what that means, and why does it matter, especially right now?
Well, now's a good time to evaluate as we start the new year. It's a fresh start for many people financially. You want to ask yourself, how much risk are you taking? When you lay your head on the pillow at night, do you feel nervous and anxious and worried when there's news about the stock market dropping or the economy not doing as well? And if that bothers you, and it bothers really how you live and your relationships, that may be a sign to take some risk off the table. So you want to evaluate your 401k, any IRAs that you've got, any investments outside of checking or savings, those really safe investments, and just make sure that you're comfortable with the risk. And if the market were to drop, say 10%, would you be okay with that?
Okay, good to know, and good to know, what you can handle in your stomach before, it feels like you're on a roller coaster ride there. Derrick, your next step here is to check your progress toward your financial goals. I think that's where maybe some of us tend to fall off, is that follow-up. How can someone tell as they go along whether they're truly on track or if they're, pretty far off?
Well, first of all, having clear goals is the first step. So many people will say, look, I want to retire when I'm 65, I want to have this amount of money. Then I'll ask them, well, do you have a plan for how much money it will take to save each month and each year to get there? And most people say no. They tend to plan their family vacation more than their financial future. So I would ask people right now, especially after this newscast, write down just 3 money goals that you want for 2025, and then set quarterly goals about making sure you're making progress. And the key here, Jason, is assigning incentives. If you want to go to that new movie or see the great new country artist coming to town, reward yourself with progress, and it keeps you motivated.
Derrick, that is a really stark way of putting it, but probably true that a lot of us put more time into planning our vacation than thinking about these things. So thanks for being that reminder. The third step here, you say, is to review your budget. What are the biggest red flags that you think people should be looking out for when they're going through their budget and looking at what they're spending and how much they've got?
Well, so many people find that there's more month left than there is money, and they tend to wait to invest and give and the things that are important priorities to them until the end of the month, and then there's no money left. So what I would tell people simply is make sure that you're paying for your important things up front. Invest first and then spend what's left over. Then I also like to say, look, divide all of your expenses in required and optional. Now, I'm not saying take all the joy out of your budget, but if you can save a little bit of money and then choose where you're going to splurge, if you really like that Netflix show, do that, but then cut somewhere else. That can be a real key to save money, but also figure out a way, what is my income goal for this year? Don't feel like you're trapped to live within just your budget. Can you make more money? Maybe it's a side hustle or asking for the raise, and that can be a way to save more money towards your goals.
Derrick, we saved the best for last here because your final thing here is that you say that people should make sure that they're getting free money. Everybody likes the sound of that. It can sound like it's maybe too good to be true. So what are you talking about there?
Well, 2 things. First of all, you want to make sure that if you are in a 401k or a 403b, any type of plan provided by a nonprofit or a company, they typically give you a match if you contribute. So at least want to put in the match and take the free money. But Jason, this is really the key that I wanted to talk about. What I call capture and keep. We did this, and several viewers mentioned this last month. Call your cable company, call your cell phone company, call your insurance company, and let them know, look, I'm considering changing. Can you give me a discount to keep me as a customer? What we found was about 95% of people got a savings of at least $50 or more per month, some of them over $100. And then the key is not to spend it, but then use that money, put it toward the highest interest rate credit card debt. That way you're taking the free money and it's working hard for you.
Makes sense. Make that money work for you instead of the other way around. Derrick, thank you so much for the help today. today. Hope this actually helps some folks out there to get it all in line, get that second opinion thing going.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jason.
All right, thank you.